Fortnite Chapter 6 has been leaked. The theme, the battle pass, so much information to unpack. So I'm going to be playing out this game and dropping announcement after announcement about the new chapter and so much more. Chapter 6 Season 1 is called Hunters, and we have the Season 1 key art right here in front of me. All the battle pass skins are featured here, so let's unpack this and see what's going on. Let me just take this guy out real quick. There we go. So this key art shows all the battle pass skins, but it also confirms two very important collabs that are coming in with Season 1. In the background, we have Godzilla, who has been rumored to be a playable skin. Yes, Godzilla is going to be a playable skin in Fortnite. If they can make the chicken skin work, and if they can make Courage JD's future icon skin work, they're definitely going to make Godzilla work. The other collab is Baymax from the movie Big Hero 6. Now, personally, I didn't really watch that movie, but a lot of people are very excited about it. And it was a big part of their childhood. So this is some pretty solid collabs. But the theme of it being Hunters and the fact that it is a Japanese themed chapter is true. Everything that I'm seeing here seems to be pointing towards a Japanese themed season or even an entire chapter. So in the key art, we don't see any new weapons, just pickaxes and gliders, but we do see the return of pets. The red samurai guy does have like a purple pet hanging out on his shoulder. So we haven't had a pet back bling in the item shop or even in the battle passes in a very long time, but they are returning. And there's also some heavy Oni themed inspiration because the leakers were also saying that there's going to be like Oni masks and Oni objects on the map that you can collect. These could be, you know, powerful mythics. These could be medallions of some sort. But speaking of Oni and speaking of demons, we do have leaked information about the Demon Arena, or I guess the Oni Arena, which is going to be a PvE kind of experience that happens in the middle of a match where you can fight NPCs, monsters, and demons in the middle of the game to get powerful loot to finish out your match. This could be comparable to maybe the Season 7 Chapter 2 Mothership minigame where you go in, you collect the Mothership coins, and then you do a little bit of action to get some weapons. But it's going to happen in the middle of the game. It could be at a POI. It could be something that you opt into. But it's going to be very interesting to see kind of a PvE experience in Battle Royale. Of course, with Chapter 6, we're getting a whole new map, a completely new map. We get that every single chapter, but we have confirmation that there's going to be a pink forest POI, and there's a picture as to what this might look like. I will be taking the charged and the shockwave and the scar. Thank you very much. It's like a lush pink forest. I think cherry blossom trees. It looks very, very cool. And that's not the only like POI that or biome that we can expect. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a snow/frost biome right in the beginning of Chapter 6. And there's a couple reasons why. One, we are getting Winterfest, obviously in December. We get that every single year. And leakers are saying that Epic has a lot in store for Winterfest. So with the winter vibes, there's also confirmation of some sort of ice skating mechanic. And my guess is that you're going to be able to ice skate across like frozen parts of the map or frozen water. It could be like some sort of mobility item, but I'm assuming it's just going to be something that automatically happens when you walk over a frozen part of the map. And honestly, guys, all these leaks were not planned. This just kind of came out of nowhere. I was in the middle of my stream, and then all of a sudden people were telling me that the leakers started posting the key art as well as a bunch of information about the chapter. It's a little unfortunate that it leaked, but once it's out there, you know, we kind of have to talk about it because everyone's going to know what's going on. There's also going to be the return of more wildlife on the map in Chapter 6. So it's not going to just be, you know, living wildlife that are on the map, but the map itself is also going to be changing depending on the time of day. Leakers are saying that depending on the time of day, you might run into specific animals, or the map might function a little bit differently. Maybe the forest has different animals depending on if it's daytime or nighttime. Maybe some of the fruits and things and even loot that you can find will change depending on the day and night cycle. I think this is very interesting and a cool way of keeping every single match feeling a little bit different. Even in a single match, it could go from daytime to nighttime, and that might change things up. And maybe you're thinking, oh, this sounds a little bit complicated. Maybe it's a little too much all at once. But one of the best parts about what's happening next month, besides the addition of a brand new map, brand new chapter with new mechanics, is we're also getting Fortnite OG. You guys might have missed the announcement, but Fortnite OG is coming back. The Season 1 map is coming back. And on top of that, it's going to be different than what happened the first time it came back, because this is not the first time. If you guys remember last year, we got Season 5 OG Fortnite. This time we're going to Season 1. So the very, very beginning. We're talking 2017. Most people who are watching probably didn't play Fortnite in 2017. Most of you probably started in 2018 or after. So you're going to get to experience Fortnite in a way you've never seen it before. But on top of that, holy smokes, this guy almost got me. On top of that, unlike last year where we didn't get things like the OG pump model or double pump, this year Fortnite is actually committing to giving us a true OG experience. Now, I'm pretty sure we're still going to be able to sprint and mantle and slide, because those are quality of life features, and some people are purists and they're asking for like a very OG environment. But we are going to be able to do things like double pump and have some of the OG Chapter 1 weapon models, which we didn't get to do last year. But I guess Fortnite saw the feedback of players wanting the OG pump model and the OG like maybe double pump, and decided, hey, let's make that actually work for Fortnite OG. So that has me extremely excited for by the way, this gun absolutely fries. I cannot believe that Legacy Tactical AR is this accurate. That has me extremely excited for the new chapter and for OG Fortnite and the player count next month. We might see record-breaking player counts, but there's more to unpack about Chapter 6, because augments have recently been updated in the game files. We got them in Chapter 4. Some people liked them. Some people thought they were a little bit of a chore. But one thing that, you know, one of my main points of feedback in a recent video that I uploaded is that Epic kind of drops a new mechanic and then they kind of just let it sit and they don't change it too much. And that's kind of what happened with augments. They dropped in Chapter 4 Season 1. They were pretty fun in the beginning, but then they started adding augments that were a little bit boring, and a lot of people stopped using them, so they removed them. But they did add some recent augments into the game files, like Agile Mending, Dragon Armory, Fatigue Reload, Foodie as well. These look interesting, and maybe augments are going to work a little bit differently in Chapter 6. Maybe they'll take the mechanic of the medallions and the augments and do some combined form of a new augment system. But speaking of new mechanics, there's also a new hook shot mechanic. So this is sort of like maybe a grapple hook item, maybe something similar to the ODM gear, but more available to players. There's also ice skates, like I mentioned. This is probably going to be because part of the map is going to be frozen, or there's going to be some sort of frozen water or like Winterfest activities, and there will be some need for ice skating on the map. But one of the biggest mechanics that we don't have a lot of information on, but we do have a name for, is called the Void. So the Void is a big mechanic Epic's working on in Chapter 6, and leakers don't have too much info about it besides that Epic has been working on this for a while. And it might be some sort of alternate dimension that you can access in the middle of the game. Maybe something similar to the Nether portal in Minecraft, but in Fortnite Battle Royale. Give me that. What's going on here? Oh. man just fried me. So with a big part of the theme being about Onis, Oni demons and hunting, it makes sense that there might be some sort of like alternate dimension called the Void that you enter in the middle of the game. Maybe some portals in the forest that take you there. This is just pure speculation. I wouldn't be surprised if the Void gets leaked before Chapter 6 is launched. And speaking of the Japanese themed items, there's also going to be Masamune blades, which is like basically samurai blades. These could be similar to kinetic blades from Chapter 4, but probably work a little bit different. There's also a boss called the Puppeteer, who's going to hunt players down in the middle of the match. He's going to track players and hunt them down. And with the season being called Hunters, this kind of makes sense. But there's also leaks about a 5v5 tactical shooter mode in Fortnite, and this could be first-person mode. That's right. First-person mode is actually going to be in Fortnite Creative December 11th. But there is a 5v5 mode that they are working on, some sort of tactical shooter mode. This sounds interesting. Think of like Valorant or CSGO, but with Fortnite mechanics. There's another mode, like a mini battle royale, where it's only 50 players. 50 players, you know, reload is 40 players, but this isn't reload. It's like a mini BR that's only 50 players. It could be a new kind of reload mode or a new take on reload. And speaking of collabs, because there's a lot of confirmed collabs like, you know, Godzilla and Big Hero 6, but we also have information about Demon Slayer, the anime. This makes perfect sense because Demon Slayer is about fighting and destroying demons. There's going to be a lot of demons next season. There's also Fortnite X Avatar, and these guys actually would work, I feel like, in Fortnite. They have like the perfect build for Fortnite skins. And also, last but not least, there could be another Naruto collab because the Naruto Mythic is returning, the Mythic Kunai. Now, hopefully, if we do get another Naruto collab, we get a proper new Mythic, because the Mythic Kunai was probably the worst Mythic item they ever added compared to like what Jujutsu Kaisen got and what Dragon Ball Z got and My Hero got. So hopefully we get some proper Mythics if there is another Naruto collab. That would be sick. But let's talk about what's happening shortly after Chapter 6 comes out. December 6th is when OG comes out. Fortnite Season 1, Chapter 1. Listen, it's going to be kind of barren, but every single month they're going to add a new season. And it's not just double pump. Electric traps are making a return. This is before it was just spike traps. There used to be electric traps. I remember Ninja getting clips with this thing. It was kind of crazy. They're really trying to give us an authentic OG experience. But let's go over what's going to happen in the next few days, because we have the Juice WRLD concert on the 30th. Starting right now, if you log into Fortnite, the next day, you'll get a free Juice WRLD skin. There's two different skins. One is free just for hopping on Fortnite, and one you have to buy in the item shop. But the live event is happening on the 30th. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a like kind of like a Travis Scott level live event. There's even going to be a new song that Juice WRLD, his team, is dropping in Fortnite live for the first time. Everyone's going to be hearing a new song from Juice WRLD in Fortnite, and there's some sort of music video associated with that as well. So that's kind of crazy. That is extremely cool. A great way to honor an amazing artist, and it's just gonna, I know Fortnite has been cooking on this. So what we know so far about the concert, by the way, is that it is a huge file size, so it's gonna be like comparable to Travis Scott. And on top of that, the characters are gonna be huge, kind of like I kind of feel bad for this guy, man. The characters are going to be huge. Like we saw a leaked picture of a huge Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg will also be a part of the concert. But my plan, chat, is to do the live event, of course. And then after the live event, I'm going to be streaming all the way until Chapter 6 comes out. So it's going to be a huge stream. Huge content planned. And we have so much going on going into Chapter 6. You got to be ready, guys. This is going to be absolutely insane. GG. Guys, be sure to subscribe. We have a ton coming in for Chapter 6. I am so looking forward to it. And thank you again so much for 10 million subscribers. Next season is going to be crazy.